I am Kit, and this is me 11 months on low-dose testosterone and 7 weeks off Finasteride. Please stick around to the end because I have some announcements to make. This month has seen not particularly any T changes. My voice has not dropped anymore. It's just doing its thing up where it's been for the last 2.5 months. So there's that. My body hair, facial hair, balding, and bottom growth for the DHT changes have not particularly shown themselves in the last 7 weeks that I've been off Finasteride. I was looking up why, and I read that though Finasteride leaves the system within about a week or two, the enzymes it blocks sticks around for a month to 3 months. When I read that, I was like, okay, well, the changes might take a while to come in. This week, however, I did notice I might be getting a little bit of bottom growth. Either the camera was, either the picture wasn't the same as last time, or there's a little bit of bottom growth coming in. I'm conflicted how I feel about that. I'm looking forward to it more and more as I think about it. But then when it actually happens, I'm like, oh no, my body's changing. How do I feel? What do I want to do? And I'm not going to just, start the Finasteride again right away. But it is interesting that I was like, okay, I want this change. And then it happens. And I'm like, whoa, wait a second. Do I want this change after all? So there's that. My facial hair, I haven't noticed any coming in yet. Body hair, I am noticing a little more around my injection sites. That just seems to be a side effect of where you put the testosterone into the body. I've heard other people online saying similar things. I haven't checked my body shape for several weeks, so I don't know if there's anything going on there. My muscle mass, I haven't noticed any particular increase, but my mom did comment a couple times when I was visiting that, oh my gosh, you're so strong. And I was like, thanks. Team muscles, yeah. My acne, I got a little bit of acne this month. Nothing too bad, just a few spots here and there. I haven't noticed any difference in my skin, oiliness, thickness, veins, neck thickness. My body scent hasn't changed. My sex drive still hasn't changed. I was wondering if that would change when I got off the Finasteride, if maybe that was inhibiting something, but nothing yet. My mood has been the biggest noticeable change, that I have been having anger issues that I don't recognize until someone calls me out on them. I've had inappropriate interactions in all 3 of my D&D groups and an art group, and I got called out on several of them. And then when I got called out, I was looking at the other ones going, yep, I've been screwing up here. I need to watch this. And it's not that I can't control it. It's that I don't recognize it's happening. So hopefully now that I am aware that that happens, if I start getting frustrated really quickly, I can go, okay, hold on. Your anger issues are showing themselves. Stop before you get yourself kicked out of one of your groups. My social dysphoria hasn't particularly been bothering me. It's coming back a little bit more. It's coming back a little bit more when I'm at the stores, if I'm not wearing my binder, but I'm just, at this point, I'm just sort of shrugging it off like, okay, I don't look like anything except a woman right now. My changes haven't been doing anything to my body or my face enough to make me pass for anything else. So I'm sort of just at the standing point with that, going, okay, whatever. Body dysphoria. I don't have anything particularly troubling at the moment, but I do have future fears. With the finasteride changes, I'm going to eventually end up at the point where I'm going to have breasts and possibly a beard. And then, my goal was androgyny, and he sort of like making people confused about my gender. But especially at work, people know I'm trans. But, being told I'm trans, use they, them pronouns, and seeing someone show up at work with breasts and a beard, you're going to have to explain what's going on. People are going to ask questions. Even if they know what's going on, they're still going to ask because they're assholes like that. So I'm going to have to figure out how to start talking about my hormone therapy in more public places. To that end, I've decided on a more coming out situation. I want to come out to my close friends and family on, say, Facebook around a year on my hormones, because that's sort of a soft launch where people that I mostly know are going to be supportive, but also the news is going to disseminate into the extended family where things might get hairy. Very likely to get hairy. I don't know if I will get anything directly, but my mom might get harassed by her siblings about me transitioning because that's the way they are. So to prepare for that launch, I contacted a friend that I haven't talked to for most of the year, because when I told him I used they, them pronouns, he said, all those pronouns confuse me. And I was like, whoa, hell, hold up. We're not getting support here. I'm not sure how I feel about telling this friend anything more. So I haven't told him I'm transitioning, but I decided, you know what, let's do this. Let's soft launch with somebody I've been friends with for 10 years, who is a conservative who watches Fox News, and see what kind of reaction I get from one of the most conservative people I know. So that way, when it goes out into other people that I don't know, I'll be prepared for whatever comes. And my friend's reaction was, oh, you're on hormone therapy? You're the second person who's doing that I know who's doing that. I hope you find what you're looking for. And I was like, I can live with that. I was half expecting to be the end of the friendship, because I'm not going to keep someone around who doesn't support me. But I'll take good for you. So that went really well. Considering what I was expecting, worst case outcome. So in a month or so, I'll be announcing it in more public spaces. And then when I figure out how that goes, if there becomes noticeable changes at work, then I'll be prepared to tell my coworkers, who have been, for the most part, not unsupportive, but not supportive. You guys know the story. You've been watching. But I'll be prepared to tell them, yes, I'm on hormones. I'm going to grow a beard. I'm going to get a very deep voice. Fucking deal with it. So that's where my body dysphoria is leading me down. Then I don't believe there are any other tea-related changes, but I do have some announcements to make. I have been doing weekly videos for the last, I did it for 46 weeks and then took Christmas off. And my goal when I started was to do videos every week for the first year. But it's been more and more of a struggle to do them every week. I know it's just like, it can be just like 30 minutes on a Sunday morning to get everything done and videoed and edited and uploaded. But it's still exhausting for me to do, especially when my mental health fluctuates. So, end of the year, it's only a month to my year anniversary, but I'm going to stop making weekly videos at this point unless something notable happens. I'm also getting tired of making videos every week saying nothing's changed, nothing's changed, nothing's changed. Well, things are obviously going to start changing now if my bottom growth is any indication. And if there's anything big that happens, I will make a video about it. But other than that, I'm just going to be doing monthly videos for a while. I don't know how long I'm going to keep doing them. Probably for several months as the DHT changes start happening. And I'll be able to talk about how I'm feeling about those and if I decide to go back on the finasteride or not. Along with not having weekly videos on my on this channel anymore, I'm also going to start uploading my novel videos. I mentioned this quite some time ago and was trying to decide which channel I wanted to put it on, whether this one or my main channel. And I decided that I want to put it on my transitioning channel because this is my personal channel. And my novel has some very personal things in it. And as I narrate it, my voice is going to drop. And people on this channel will be like, okay, I understand why your voice is changing as you're going through this because, you know, you're on hormones. My main channel people will not have a fucking clue what's going on. And also, it's sort of a sideways way of coming out. If it reaches people who don't know I'm transitioning and, you know, they start following it, all of a sudden there's this transition video on hormones, or they go looking at my site, for, my channel for other stuff. They're like, what the hell's going on? It's sort of a sideways way of also coming out to more people who might be interested in my other personal life stuff. So stick around for that. I'm not expecting everyone here to be interested in both my transition and my novel. But if you are, it's an important thing for me, this novel. I've spent 5, 6, 7 years working on it. I've just finished the 4th edit through, and I'm really happy with how it's come out. I'm really proud of it, and it's something that I'd really like to share with the world, even though I'm not expecting to ever get famous, and even though I'm not a writer and I can't pop out all the 3 or 4 sequels I have in mind for it. I'd still like to share it with people. So if you're interested in that, expect that to be coming along here in the next year. I hope you have a good new year, and I will see you in about a month.